Hey, it's Monday, and I'm actually saying this as we record on a Monday.
Yeah, guess
It's
what?
also it's not morning, but like,
Sure
hey,
ain't.
but hey, better than not Monday.
Can bet your sweet fucking ass that it's gonna be macabre though.
Whoa,
Yeah, coming in hot.
Scone's coming with the heat.
Heat, hot.
Scone said, "I need to use more curse words."
Yeah, and I'm sick of people keeping me down.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm done censoring myself for the Matrix."
I'm done for this neoliberal, capital, socialist, globalist, nationalist movement
Honestly,
trying to
somebody had to say it.
shut me up.
Mm-hmm.
They all want some.
Scones knows the truth.
Sure do.
And the
Darce,
truth
what's new with
is,
you? What's your truth?
oh, my truth. I fucking pulled my hamstring and I am in pain,
Oh,
baby.
that is truth.
I
That is a
I
harsh
made the
truth.
mistake of trying to move.
Yeah, I
And
don't
here
know
we
why
are.
you do that.
Yeah, I went to an alumni ultimate frisbee tournament for our
Oh
university,
no, the drunken
Scones.
owls.
And let's just say old Darce got about 10 minutes into the first game, went to chase down a frisbee and felt, and at least in my brain I heard it, but maybe it was just the feeling of a pop, and then I just fell over.
Yep,
And then a bunch of like college kids who were on the other team just sat there looking at me like I was some old bag of dirt.
'cause you
And
are.
I said, enjoy your youth. And then they carted me off the field.
Someday this will happen to you, and you're like pointing at them.
I'm not that far away.
Yeah,
And
I got the email for that, and I was like, I'm gonna tear an Achilles if I go.
I didn't know there was an email list until I got there. And they're like,
Sheesh.
oh, are you on the email list, dude? And I was like, no, what? I was like, I only know this because our friend Justin called my wife about it.
Heck yeah! Shout out Justin J. Wright.
Justin was like, I need to make this man lose his hamstrings.
Finally,
And this is the same injury that put me out of commission back when we were in college playing Ultimate. So I'm just
same
forever.
hamstring.
Yeah, same
Wow,
spot.
time's a
That's
flat
led
circle.
to my like back issues. It's dude, I
People love.
I should have just stayed at my computer.
in our very adult issues. Do you remember when we
Yeah.
started this show? We were young.
Oh, back when we were just two silly fools, drunk in love. Yeah, I recall.
Started in Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, we were at that cafe in Paris overlooking the Eiffel Tower. When we said, let's talk about really sad stuff,
You know what's really sad?
but do it in a way that makes people go, why don't you be serious?
Why don't you
Oh.
be serious? We haven't gotten any like hate mail recently.
Yeah, that's true.
We've been on
It's been a bit.
our good shit.
It's been a bit. It's been a bit.
Been a minute.
Been a minute. Been a minute. Suck of a day. You know?
I dig it.
He digs it.
I dig it. Darce, any good Halloween movies you've watched recently?
Well, Slaughterhouse just dropped. Haven't watched
Excellent.
that yet, but that's on the list. We've been watching the Usher Downtown House Party or whatever, the Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix.
Okay.
The
I thought you were
new,
talking about like Usher, the music performer.
yeah,
and he had a sick house party,
Usher.
and I was like, sounds spooky.
Yeah. No, we were 3 episodes. Me and the wife were 3 episodes into that.
It's based off
And full disclosure,
Edgar Allan-
she started watching it and I kind of jumped in, but
It's based on Edgar Allan Poe shit, right?
yeah, it's based on that Poe shit. Yeah, but it's like a modern version where they're like a family of billionaires who control the like, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Fucking Secession. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's very
Does it say a lot about society?
it's it's finally a show making commentary. No,
Dude, we
but
live in a
there's
society.
some cool. Some cool, crazy, macabre stuff happening.
Excellent.
But it's a lot of just like it does the same thing that American Horror Story does, where it's like it feels like they're just like, how can we make these people have sex with each other? Like,
yeah,
let's make that happen somehow.
it goes
And
from
you're
being
like, okay,
horror to just like weird torture porn.
yeah, and you're like, it's not even torture porn. It's just like you guys just like just want. It's like the horniest writers in the world made it.
What I didn't like
but-
about the Once American Horror Story certain seasons happened, I was like, there's no one to root for. They made everyone shitty, evil people, and they're all just
Yeah,
shitty killing and banging each other. And it's not like in
Yep.
the second or first season where there was like people who you were like wanted to survive and make it
I
out.
haven't.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
who am
I
I
haven't
sad
seen
for?
anyone.
Who am I scared?
None of them went to church. So how was I supposed to root for any of them?
Exactly.
You never
None of
see
them
him
were
at
married
church.
in the house of God.
We should start a Christian macabre podcast.
We would make so much more money.
That's true. We should just become televangelists, dude.
Dude, yeah, we just talk
Make so
about,
much
you know
money.
what's real macabre is what Pokemon is doing to your kids.
Yeah. Have you seen this new this new Paw Patrol movie came out? I didn't see one of them going to church. None of the Bible was in it.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna kill your kids. We're gonna cure your kids. Yeah, if you listen to our podcast, you'll be cured of sickness. Point blank.
And if you die, it's because it was part of the plan. God
Yeah,
wanted
I
you
mean,
to
it's
die.
God's plan.
God plan.
Uh,
We should make a Drake. We should make a Taylor Swift podcast.
Ooh.
That's how you really make money, dude.
Dude, okay. Eras tour. Oh my god. My in-laws were like, "Oh, we're going to see that Taylor Swift movie." And we're like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
Like, we
it's
have
a
no
big
idea
fucking
you had
deal.
any interest in that, but
She's
Swifties, I guess.
transcended, dude. But look, no one
Amen.
is willing to go absolutely batshit insane over a music artist more than boomers. They
yeah,
idolize musicians more than
no.
anybody.
I actually hard disagree with this.
You do?
What, dude? Stan culture originated from the youth of today.
I guess, but like the Beatles.
Look at like
and,
K-pop groups, dude. People are like killing each other.
Oh
over it.
yeah, that's
That's what, Scones.
that's different. I'm talking about like they were OG, like they like people like Beatlemania and Elvis and shit. Like they were like these people
Yeah.
represent everything our values don't, but we still will idolize them.
But you don't. Okay, that's true. But they didn't have access to the internet where they can like ruin people's entire careers for like saying they don't like one artist. Where they'll like dig into these people's lives and like dox them and stuff.
Well, they just didn't have
Like,
the weapons, but I'm sure it would have been like the same,
crazy.
if not much worse, and probably somehow more
Amen.
racially charged.
Preach, sister. Scones, what'd you
Preach,
do
fuck the
this week?
50s.
Fuck the 50s.
Hashtag
What'd you do this week tonight?
this week tonight. I worked on the fucking floors
Whew.
in my house. It stinks.
What are you like cleaning the floors?
Nope, ripping them up. Got to put new ones down this week, and hopefully I'm fucking done. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave the place abandoned because I don't care anymore.
How much? Like, are you? Is hardwood? What are we talking?
Dog.
Rugs?
I was like, I gotta rip up this vinyl floor, and then I ripped it up because we were gonna level it out and make it a nice modern floor.
And there's just a bunch of dead clowns under there.
So many dead clowns. So once I got the dead clowns
Yeah.
out of there,
Yeah.
just then it was a ceramic tile under the dead. So between the vinyl, the dead clowns. No, sorry, under the vinyl and the dead clowns, there was
There's
ceramic tile, and then
That makes sense.
so I had to.
Dead clowns were big in the 90s, and then vinyl came into fashion. So,
True.
like, this is all following trends.
But that's what I'm saying is like it's really hard to get up ceramic tile and dead clowns for that matter. They're probably the heaviest. But then after that, there was another layer of vinyl floor, and I'm at my wit's
Woo!
end about trying to get to the
What are you
bottom
trying
of
to get to? Like, the very base?
It's called a subfloor. Basically, yeah, the thing that holds everything else up where we can level it out and put other floor, which I know podcasters probably like, fuck this. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
about
like, this is
Connor's
not
floor
scary.
or his flooring problems or his dead clowns or his vinyl flooring problems. But that's where I'm at. So now I just have construction demo bags of tiles and dead clowns in my garage that I don't know how to get rid of. And I'm just losing my mind. Homeowning
Amen
is
to
great.
Buy a house.
No,
buy
it
a
is
house.
great. I know in like 3 months I'll be like, I'm glad I did all this. But right now it's the shit.
You're in it.
I'm in the shit. I just so
Well-
much money down the drain. So many clowns down the drain.
Hee honk. That was supposed to be like a
It
clown.
came out
horn.
very
It came
donkey.
out weird. Hee haw. Yeah, it was just a donkey
Donkey
noise.
honk.
It was like a very like bashful
It
donkey
was
too.
Dominic
Hee-haw.
the Christmas donkey, I think. Anyway,
So yeah, anyway, you want to you're talking spooky, right?
sure am. And this week we're going to be talking about the messy, mysterious death of former Vice President Nelson Rockefeller.
Ooh, messy and mysterious. Band.
Band.
Play Play it,
Play the hits.
baby. All right, you said Nelson Rockefeller, yeah?
Yeah, thank you to the band. Speaking of idolizing musicians,
Yeah,
this
our
band is real ones.
band's got. We're getting. So Taylor Swift is like aiding the U.S. economy by making like $4 billion in ticket sales, but our skeleton band, they're gonna go on tour pretty soon. We're projecting like 40 to 50 billion in sales, I'd imagine.
We just need our skeleton band to start dating NFL players. That's then where
True.
like, can you imagine Joe Burrow
Yeah.
dating our skeleton band?
Dating the entire band?
Yeah.
Dude, Bones and Burrows? Oh,
Dude. Fucking ship it. Anyway, our source is from, that's interesting, the best site in the world. We
Shout
love
out.
you.
Best
We
site
love
ever.
you.
Fuck you, Google.
By-
Eat shit.
By Katie Serena, published January 10th, 2018. So the circumstances surrounding Nelson Rockefeller's final hours were highly contested in the days following his death.
Okay.
So on January 26th,
So.
1979, 12:20 a.m.
Good year.
Former Vice President Nelson Rockefeller died from a heart attack while sitting at his desk at Rockefeller Center, working on a book about his personal art collection. So
That's a fucking way, dude. You're going out kind of on top. You're in your own building.
an iconic part of New York.
Yeah. Writing about your fucking art collection when like
My
you get
art
third-partied
is so
and-
sick. It's so
I drew this one.
It's so expensive. Ooh.
Ooh, numbers.
He's writing all
And
this.
then head hits desk.
At least
Victory Royale.
that was what the paper said. So that's what they want you to believe, Darce.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, maybe this sounds too perfect.
Maybe his art collection sounded too expensive. In reality, on January 26, 1979, 12:20 a.m., former Vice President Nelson Rockefeller died from a heart attack while flat on his back and shoeless in a secret apartment with Megan Marshak, a woman almost 50 years his junior.
Okay.
So,
still poggers?
if you haven't put it together, Vice President
Yeah, if we
Nelson
have to-
Rockefeller, of those Rockefellers, if you know what I'm saying.
the Rockefellers, dude.
Yep. So, big time billionaire boy wants you to
I don't know,
believe that he's
billionaire?
the Rockefellers.
I like that makes sense because they are so wealthy, but at the same time in my head, like I'm like billionaires didn't exist until 2012.
Let me see.
like-
Rockefellers net worth. $340 billion in today's money.
In today's money, that's the key word. What was there in that time money? I'm saying.
Well, that's because like they were just monopoly men.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe they. I don't fucking. What do I know?
Hold on, I gotta find this guy.
It's gonna be like $2 million.
Yeah, $47,000. I don't know.
Yeah, you can buy a
dude.
house for like $6K.
I can't find it. Oh
That's
god.
fine.
Oh, it's my computer's falling apart.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah, they
Uh-oh.
had $1.4 billion in 1937. They had one.
All right, that's a lot of money. I'll give it to
1.5% of the U.S. GDP was this family.
him. That's pretty sick.
So anyway, if you're like, why are there so many billionaires now? Don't worry, America's always had them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, flat on his back, shoeless, secret apartment, woman almost 50 years his junior. As he was one of the most distinguished men in the country and a former vice president of the United States and governor of New York, it's no wonder that Rockefeller family spokesman Hugh Morrow fudged the truth when it came to the shady circumstances of Nelson Rockefeller's death.
Do you think someone said, "Fudge it, Hugh"?
Hugh, we're gonna need you to fudge this one, see?
We're gonna need you, Hugh, to fudge it.
Listen, we got a Rockefeller dead and a woman knee deep in his
It's the
blood.
7 or whatever. You said 70s, right? This is not
I don't
how
know.
they spoke. I don't fucking know. Who cares?
After all, Nelson Rockefeller and his wife, Happy, were supposed to be just that. Happy.
Good one.
How would it look for such a man to have spent the last moments of his life with a 22-year-old blonde whom he had been financially supporting?
Wow.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Wow. Sugar
A rich
daddy.
guy.
A rich guy and a young lady.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunately for Morrow and eventually the Rockefeller family, the truth eventually came out when the press realized that the official story didn't quite match up with the police report. It turned out, for a spokesman, Morrow was pretty careless when it came to lining up the details of the evening.
Turns out 600 bullet wounds.
All his own. The true story was laid out in the official police report. Shortly before 11 p.m. on January 26, Nelson Rockefeller collapsed at his townhouse in Midtown Manhattan. He was found with a 22-year-old blonde whom Rockefeller had been with in circumstances that were deemed undeniably intimate. Doris,
Interesting.
what do you think of this so far? What do you think of these undeniably
I think
intimate?
this guy might have been having a little bit of a tryst.
She attempted to resuscitate him and called a friend of hers, news reporter Ponchetta Pierce, who came to help her. Pierce eventually called
Bruschetta.
Pierce eventually called the police, who arrived to find Rockefeller alive but unresponsive. Paramedics brought Rockefeller to the Lenox Hill Hospital, where he was checked in at 11:15 p.m. and pronounced dead at 12:20 a.m.
So, how old was he?
72.
This situation makes me think he had like a heart attack, whilst intimate. Is that the idea that they're trying to vaguely say?
I don't know. How would you rather go out?
Probably in my fucking building talking about my art collection,
Yeah,
but
same.
be like, I've got 3 Mona Lisas, and then
They'll shoot
head to
30
desk.
Rock here someday. 40 minutes later,
I'm this building.
I'm
Okay,
this
go.
building. SNL. 40 minutes later at 1 a.m., Morrow released an official statement from the family claiming that the heart attack had struck at 10:15 p.m. while Rockefeller was busy editing his book from inside his office in Rockefeller Center. Morrow claimed that he'd been found by his chauffeur, who had called the police. The Rockefeller was checked into the hospital at 15 p.m., and he had died at 12:20.
You know, it's funny that we bring up the fall of the House of Usher, because this is very much similar vibes.
Oh, yeah, rich people
in
doing
that it's
terrible
like
shit.
rich family being like, we need to spin this death in a much more positive light.
Yeah, too bad it was not like last episode where I was spinning all that stuff.
Hell yeah.
There was no mention of Marshak whatsoever in Morrow's statement. The next morning, however, the press was quick to pick up on the inconsistencies between Morrow's statement and the report from the police department. Why had it taken an hour for Rockefeller to get to the hospital? Who called the police? And who, most importantly, was the blonde woman said to have been with the Rockefeller when he collapsed?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Scones, and you'll have the answer, I'm sure.
Can't wait.
How does this 72-year-old man find a 22-year-old young lady? Like where is he just walking down the street and goes, "Hey, pretty lady"?
College bars, maybe?
Do you think he just like hung out at college? That's so
I
creepy.
picture guys like this do, and are like, "Hey, school
Like,
sounds
hey,
expensive.
you know the Rockefellers? I'm one of them.
You know, 30 Rock."
Yeah. You know Pete Davidson in 50 years?
People probably know him. Like back in the day, they were probably like,
That's
"Hey,
true.
that's fucking Vice President Nelson Rockefeller."
He's like, can I get you a PBR at this local college bar? I'm very cool.
I'd probably say yes.
Well, it's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Speaking of eras.
It's like Modern Family. Morrow then released
Yeah.
a second statement that admitted that actually Nelson Rockefeller had not been in his office, but at a townhouse that he kept on 54th Street. Again, the blonde was not mentioned, and again, the press called for Morrow to release more details. I like that keep saying the blonde. It's so important that she's blonde, just so everyone knows.
Yeah, that she. Well, I mean, I feel like back then it's very much like a
she
big
was
deal. Like,
blonde, I tell you.
You know, it would have been fine if she was a brunette, but it was a blonde. That's like the whole what's her face?
Yeah.
What's her gosh darn name?
Uh,
The old
Betsy Ross.
No, well, close. Why can't I think of Marilyn Monroe?
Yes.
That's what I was trying to think
She is
of.
a person who's blonde.
Yeah, I'm doing it, Scones. I'm doing it.
This is this kind of content you can't get anywhere else. People, listen. Get close to the mic. You cannot get this
close.
anywhere.
Pull over.
Pull over.
You can name more than one blonde. You can't do it.
You can't. It's Marilyn Monroe.
I guess that makes sense why they put it there. Then it's so rare.
Yep. Finally, wait. Do you think she was really Marilyn Monroe? Are we peeling back?
Wait, did we just get to
the onion?
It
here?
goes straight to the top, Scones.
That's what I'm saying. We better be careful what we say.
If you rearrange Marilyn Monroe, you get Lord Voldemort.
Oh my God! I just wrote it on my mirror in Steam.
Oh no!
It's glowing. Finally, Morrow released a third statement in which he claimed that he had just learned that Rockefeller's young assistant was present at the time. Oh, it's his assistant. That's how they meet.
Now he wasn't going buying PBRs for local college women.
Nope. Although, you got to figure,
Way
he
less
probably
cool.
could have.
Dude, Bill Clinton was like, yo, let me follow the playbook.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Alrighty?
Alrighty then. Bill Clinton. Finally, Morrow released a third statement in which he claimed he had just learned that Rockefeller's young assistant was present at the time. And he had been the one to call 911. But that was the extent of her involvement. And she was now out of town and unavailable for questioning.
Okay, this is not a good cover-up.
Not good. She's out of town, okay?
Not good, I'll tell you.
She's taking a walking around town.
Mary.
However, as the press pointed out yet again, there were holes in Morrow's tale. Ponchetta Price had called the police, not
Yeah,
Marcia.
600 of them riddling his body.
What?
Holes in his tail. The holes being the bullet holes that he inflicted on himself, as we discussed earlier.
I felt so disconnected from that reference.
Okay. Moving on.
Ponchetta Price had been the one to call the police, not Marshak. And furthermore, one news outlet had gotten in contact with Marshak shortly after Rockefeller's death, and she had admitted to being in New York City. Before long, the twisted details of his death had turned Nelson Rockefeller from a distinguished man into a tabloid frenzy.
Dude, tabloid frenzy? That's a sweet nickname.
Or a band name.
Tabloid frenzy. I don't even know. Do you remember the game Fusion Frenzy?
That sounds
like
familiar.
an Xbox demo disc game.
Fusion Frenzy.
I don't know if anyone ever actually bought it, but it was a sweet party game on the Xbox in like 2003.
It's like the two dudes on the cover in like the American Gladiator
You'd
balls.
be like a hamster wheel. And
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Wow.
This game was sick.
Memories I forgot I had.
Yes. Bring them back, Queen.
It soon came out that Rockefeller had likely been having an affair with Marshak, as her apartment had been purchased by him and furnished with pieces from his own antique and art collections. Ring-a-ding-ding, Dars. Ring-a-ding-ding.
Okay.
Furthermore, friends of Marshak had come forward confirming the affair, claiming Marshak was nothing more than a gold digger who often gabbed about one day finding herself a rich husband.
But yeah, but that's like the whole deal.
It's kind of the
like
game,
it's not.
Dog.
Did Rockefeller was like, no, she loves me for my art collection.
She likes me for
like,
me.
Nah, bro. Yeah, that's not true, dude. No way.
No one likes you for you, Rockefeller.
Nobody likes you for you.
If you're a billionaire right now, I guarantee you no one likes you for you.
If you are a billionaire dating a woman with a 50-year age gap, I got news for you, buddy.
She does not like you for you. You are not if you're a billionaire, you're not likable. You're probably a weirdo. And two,
yeah.
Like, wake up, dude. Wake up, guy.
Wake up.
Over time, the scandal died down as it was overtaken by other, more interesting news, though the repercussions continued. Rockefeller and Marshak's names are frequently brought up as punchline of late-night comedy jokes. And New York City's New York City's chief. That's a tough one. New York City's chief medical
I don't know
examiner.
if it is. New York City's chief.
Well, when that chick gets into my city, then That's when it becomes chitty.
Chill in my city. Chill.
I feel like one of those is a bad word. But anyway, New York City's chief medical examiner was actually fired for hinting that Rockefeller had died while having sex. So, Darce, watch yourself.
Hey, I got it, baby.
Finally, Nelson Rockefeller's grandson, 18-year-old Stephen Rockefeller, publicly acknowledged the possibility of the affair, hoping to end the rumors once and for all. He even directed some of his comments at Marshak, saying that if he had ever gotten the chance to tell her something, it was that he hoped she made his grandfather happy.
Oh my God.
I don't know what Megan's role was exactly, he said, but if she was involved, granddaddy, I hope she did the best she could and that she was instrumental in some of his success.
I don't like this one bit. I'm not a fan. Scones, wrap it up. I don't like it.
Wrap it up. So I have another story about a different Rockefeller, but we don't have time for it. But that other one involves much more gruesome things, so we can do it another time.
You were like, I want to do art talk. I want to talk. Scones,
Mysterious
what's your opinion on modern art?
Fancy art books.
Are you Banksy?
Could be. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to rule out that
it's not a no, gang.
I'm not going to rule out that I, Scones, am Banksy.
Maybe you're like a werewolf where like it's like you become Banksy once every full moon.
Could be. Yeah, I'm just like, I wake up in like a cold sweat and there's just like spray painted like refugee kids on the walls and like rats everywhere.
You're like, somebody, I said chain me
And
up.
art that says like, fuck, like eat the rich, but then it's bought by like billionaires and millionaires.
But then it lights itself on fire.
Yeah, explodes in their living room.
Hell yeah.
That's me.
That's Scones.
It's not me. It's technically me, but on a full moon, where I don't take responsibility for those actions. Because
that's a good question. How does that work? What's the legality?
Are werewolves implicit in their full moon behavior?
Well, I guess they would probably have a plea of insanity, right?
We are lawyer guys.
Basically,
so, the court. Hold on. The court of Monday Morning Macabre is now in session.
I believe.
Yes, defend
that. If you are in prison right now and you have an insanity plea, you are essentially a werewolf.
Yeah, that's going to be allowed. I'm going to allow it.
And the crowd goes wild.
The jury's tearing up. The people in the
like,
fucking... What do you call that part of the courtroom? Like the stands, the seating area.
I think that's like the bleachers. I like that. That's
the good seats.
Yeah, they're courtside, I think. Get it?
Imagine getting courtside to the fucking OJ trial. Sheesh.
Yeah, dude. Sheesh.
If you had to attend any trial from history, Darce, what would it be?
Oh man, what a question. Maybe Man
versus Wild. Alien versus Predator.
Yeah. Alien versus Predator would be a good one. Freddy versus Jason would be up there. Freddy versus the state of California.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like Adam v Eve maybe, or like God.
It's really God.
Maybe Eve v Apple. Yeah.
Snake v God by proxy.
Snake v God would have been a hard in. Yeah, maybe Alien vs Predator would be. I would go to that. I would be in there.
Alien versus the Board of Education.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd want to sit in. I feel like there's some I'd get like a sicko satisfaction out of watching.
Give me that sicko sad.
Like if I was watching Alex Jones have to pay the money to like the Sandy Hook parents, I'd be eating popcorn and being like, yes.
Yeah, sitting courtside at Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. I think,
dude, I would be if you got the chance to interview to be a jury member. How do you get on the jury?
How do you know? Someone so inflammatory. Everyone in that jury had to just not know who he was.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't. Yeah, it had to be like just elderly
that had not gone online.
Be like, why did he call gay frogs gay? I don't. And then you're like, okay, you can
even
hop
know
in
frogs
here.
are gay now.
I didn't know they had that kind of ability.
You said it's in the water. Oh jeez.
Oh
Oh, my
gosh.
son came over and set up a filter for me. Will that change it?
Is it because of Wi-Fi?
It's because of my son's
Um,
games.
Guys, if you want to donate to
Oh, guys.
Scones' local GameStop branch, he just opened a GameStop and he is only started. He's starting with just Xbox games. So if you guys got spare Xbox games, donate to
Yeah,
Scones.
especially any of the promotional Burger King games.
Yeah, we're trying to get as many of
Sneaking.
those as we can get in there. It's gonna be just he's gonna be the king. Have you seen that post on Reddit of the guy who collects those?
The Burger King games?
Yeah, he has
No.
like a stack of like 200 of the boxes of Burger King games.
That's amazing. He probably owns like
It's fucking
80%
awesome.
of the ones that still work.
I don't even know how we got here.
Burger King.
Burger Kings, but that's
That's it.
Sour Rockefeller died.
Sour Rockefeller, dead as a doornail. And if you can help a new homeowner out with a real dead clown problem, mail in, and then
Although, actually, it would be kind of dope to be this 22-year-old blonde that they refer to, because like forever you get to be like, "Am I good in bed? I killed a Rockefeller."
dude,
Like-
put that ass to sleep. Dog. No, I don't think she sees it that way.
I think
I
she
can't believe
does.
she's
a lot.
alive.
I was gonna say we could call her up. Dude, that'd be a
A
sick interview
billionaire
to get.
and a U.S. like politician
A vice president.
were at risk,
what
and
like-
she lived through it in the 70s. That's when the
Yeah.
CIA was killing people for free. Like, it's crazy.
True.
True.
Unless it was she had it was an inside job.
Ooh, someone's setting up the Rockefellers.
It's a bit of a double entendre, but yeah.
Sheesh. Wow. Who
Um,
stands to gain?
Who stands to gain from him dying?
Dying with a fucking heart on, dude. Who stands to gain, Darce?
We're gonna have to call Jason and Freddie for this one.
Sheesh.
Speaking of calling, don't call us, but reach out via our socials.
Yeah.
Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, MMMacabrePod on Twitter, and MondayMorningMacabre.com.
And you nasty
Patreon
little
merch, all that.
sickos can use any of those venues to DM us your
Send.
favorite episodes of season 4.
Do it,
Yes,
please, do it.
And hopefully next time we talk, I have a kitchen floor and those dead clowns,
dead
are out
clowns.
of my life.
Yeah, amen. And aside from that, I hope you guys have a nice week, and I love you.
Love you.
Bye.